don't know if it was Spinoza or maybe it was John Donne who once said that in this life, sometimes you need a little weirdness. Sometimes a little weirdness is exactly what you need. And I was so inspired by those words that I wrote this little ditty. And oddly enough, it's called A Little Weirdness. Klezmer ukulele in a heavy metal band. He had studs in both his eyebrows, he had tattoos on his hand. Round his thumb the letters went, the message feed your head. Of course Hebrew has no vowels, but I think that's what it said. She was a Swedish belly dancer, barefoot 6 feet tall. She wore 20 pounds of bangles, her shimmy shook the walls. A tattoo on her bottom, I dig the Grateful Dead. Of course the characters were Japanese, but I think that's what it said. They fell in love in Austin in a Chinese cowboy bar. He played that klezmer metal, but you knew she was the star. She twirled and undulated, the crowd was going mad, but she dug that ukulele and she wanted memory back. Don't you love that heavy metal klezmer ukulele? You gotta love that belly dancing sweet. Sometimes in this life we all need a little weirdness. Sometimes a little weirdness is exactly what you need. He stepped out for a solo, feet planted wide and firm. Burns had more heavy metal, the crowd could feel him burn. She twirled and undulated, her flames up from her feet. Sweet sweat and pheromones filled the air, some faded from the heat. The dance floor was deserted, except for just them two. The song Free Suckers and No, the hair will voodoo. He smashed his axe upon the floor, took her up into his arms. They disappeared into the night, setting off the fire alarm. Don't you love that heavy metal klezmer ukulele? You gotta love that belly dancing sweet. Sometimes in this life we all need a little weirdness. Sometimes a little weirdness is exactly what you need. Play it for me. It could have been Tahiti or maybe wild Peru. He played that klezmer metal, she danced the hoochie coo. Tales were told and whispered how she danced out in the sand. The Swedish belly dancer and her ukulele man. Don't you love that heavy metal klezmer ukulele? You gotta love that belly dancing sweet. Sometimes in this life